It's going. Okay, it's live. Okay. Yeah, I got to make money. So,
Yeah, let's do
um,
this.
yeah. So I go. I do podcasting no matter what. If
Yeah.
I set up if I schedule a show, it's happening. Even if it just has to be me.
Yeah. There's a comic I met. He's so sick of like how people are always late in the city. He's like, I never run my shows starting late because the people need to get used to the fact it starts at the time I said it did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what they say, to be early is to be on time, to be on time is to be late.
That's what I think.
And so if you're late, then you're fired.
For sure.
Yeah. There
But
he
Sal,
is. He's fired. He's late and therefore fired. Hello, Sal.
What's going on?
Where's your shirt?
Man, I'm in a hurry. I only had time to make hot dogs.
That didn't answer my question at all, man.
I only had time to make hot dogs. I didn't have time to grab a shirt.
Oh, so it was either hot dogs or a shirt, and you chose
It was
hot
hot
dogs?
dogs or a shirt, and as you can see, I've got my hot dogs.
Okay. And now is your microphone coming through the microphone or your head?
I don't think so. Usually it's not at the beginning.
So why? Whatever.
No,
Well,
it
folks,
is. It is. Is it
well,
not?
I don't know.
It says my mic's Yeti.
Who cares? Welcome.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, we don't want that.
There we go. Okay, so that clears that up. Okay, well, folks, welcome to the show. This is Corn Fed with Dalton Pruitt and Sal. We're joined by a friend of the show, Sarah Summerlin. How you doing, Sarah?
so good. Good to see you guys again, especially you, Sal.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Wow, we had such a positive connection the last time I was on Cornfed. I really, honestly, I said to Dalton, can I get on Cornfed again? But really, I wanted to talk to you.
Word?
Absolutely. At the end of the day, I can tell we are best friends.
Oh, yeah. No, Sarah, listen, you got an energy that is unique. And I don't think that people, you got to have that energy to recognize that energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real recognize real, you know?
That's another way to say it. Yeah. Buddy, I just want to let y'all know I've been losing my ass in sports betting.
Nice. I've been losing. Oh, nice. We got $2. Well, hey, there you go, Sal. This should help you out. We got $2 super chat from BSO. This is in hope Sal isn't wearing pants either. Sal, do you have pants on?
Yeah, I got a little pair of shorts on.
Okay, good. I bet, yeah. Well, Sal, welcome to my world. I've been losing my ass in the stock market, so we're both degenerate gamblers. Sarah, you be gambling?
No, I don't have enough money to yet.
That's never stopped any gamblers. That's never stopped anyone from gambling.
Let me tell you something. You don't need a lot of money.
That has never stopped me from gambling.
Yeah, well, I'm in about 10 different parlays right now, and none of them are panning out.
Yeah, I probably have like 10. I think I have like 11 positions on the stock market. I got like 11 stocks.
That's gambling too. I mean, that's just
yeah.
I get an itch, and I'm like, oh, what's on right now? Okay, soccer. I've never watched a soccer game in my life. I think he's gonna score. I think he's not gonna score. I think he's gonna score. And I'm like a Miss Cleo. Like, I know the fucking game, and then I have like a 9-level parlay going, and then I look at it later, and I'm like, yeah, of course I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Why would I think I was gonna guess 9 things right?
You're just like Miss Cleo in that you're not actually psychic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like anyone thinks they're gonna get a parlay right. Like, you would have to just predict the game.
Well, that's why it's gambling. Is it's a game of
I'm like, oh, this could happen. Like,
the element of chance. It's a game of chance. You're casting your finances to the whims of fate. Sarah, what are you vaping?
Just not THC. It's nicotine.
Oh, it's a jalapeno cheddar dog.
It's.
I wish, dude. One of those little roll-ups from 7-Eleven, man. Did you know when I was in Dallas, Texas, abandoned by a boyfriend, I robbed a 7-Eleven of those little taquito joints?
That's cool.
What kind? My favorite are the cream cheese ones.
I can't even remember.
Oh yeah.
Also, the buffalo chicken, like off the roller.
Yeah, buffalo chicken
honestly,
roller.
For a first date, I'll get a girl something off the roller. You know what I mean?
Sal, the way you're dressed right now, like no shirt and whatever that robe is, you look like the insane coke dealer from Boogie Nights. Like the guy like shooting his gun and throwing firecrackers everywhere.
I like the mustache.
Yeah, you look like the fucking guy that they go
I'm
to get
surprised you didn't comment on that.
Well, the mustache, you completed this look with the no shirt and chain and mustache. You completed the look by throwing on a robe just now.
Yeah, man. I went to my barber and he was like, how short? He's from Iraq. And I was like, all of it, buddy. Just the stash.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Thank you for Jesus Christ, dude. I can hear every bite that you're taking of that, whatever that is. What are you eating? A jalapeno cheddar dog?
Jalapeno cheddar dog.
All right.
Alice.
So, well, Sarah, what's the make and model and flavor of your vape?
Well, this is something called Peach Icy, made by something called Flume. It's called a Pebble. I really like it. I actually talked to a guy who used to make like rifles, and he was like, "It really does feel good to hold." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. It does feel like it could be should be a gun. If I were to be held, I'd make a little gun like this because you get through the airport with it, right?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have the. This is the Geek Bar. This is my brand. I practice brand loyalty, so I stick to the Geek Bar.
Oh, those are the best. The best bang for the buck.
Yeah, this is the Geek Bar Pulse. My favorite flavor, frozen pina colada.
Oh, yum.
I'm whisked away to a tropical resort of sandals every time I take a drag.
Oh, I love sandals.
Like the footwear or the resort?
Yeah, what were you talking about?
You're not even paying attention to this conversation. The resort, when you go to another country but you want to stay where the white people are, you go to a sandals.
So like on The Office, when him and Jan, I thought they with the sandals.
Yeah. How many hot dogs do you have?
4. I made 4 hot dogs.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
So,
how bad is it? Like on a audio level?
It's picking up. Like I can hear the mouth noises. That's pretty kind of gross. Yeah. So we got a lady present. You're going full Italian in the presence of a woman.
Sarah's like my sister, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. We're literally
like a cousin, like a second cousin.
We're like soul childs together, like spirit family.
Mm.
Yeah, we used to take baths together.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you do if she was doing laundry and got stuck in the dryer?
I'd help her out.
Yeah, what would you do? How would you help her out of the dryer? So?
Answer it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what would you do?
I did that the other day. I was in Lowe's and for some reason I was looking at washers and dryers and I got in one. I was like, "Step bro, help!" My wife was like, "Fucking stop."
Yeah.
No, that's actually a line I used to flirt with somebody I was dating. I was like, "We should get an Airbnb. I'll do that thing where I'm like stuck underneath the, coffee table." Yeah, I actually was like saying that stuff to him.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would really
it'd be funny.
It would be funny, but it would also work. As many of those videos as I watched, if a woman did that for me, I'm like, oh, you do,
up for you guys.
You do know what I like. You do love me. Thank you for pretending to be stuck under the couch.
Exactly.
I haven't been hugged in years. So what's yeah. I live in isolation, man. I live in
I went through like a 3-year period where the last time somebody called me to supper was when I had been in jail.
Nice.
And then finally I got a girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, my problem is that I'm like I'm gross and overweight and fat and smell bad and perverted and off-putting and
No,
rude.
I saw you eat pudding. You had a snack pack the other day.
No, I did. I'm off. I
would recommend going off pudding, my friend.
I'm off pudding. I don't, dude. I talked about this last night. I was at the store last night getting.
I'm back in the 200s, bitch.
Yeah,
it's glorious. Greg Abbott called. He's like, "Thanks for being like a good citizen."
yeah.
He's like, "Thank you for not." Yeah, I would say supper, Robbie.
Also, though, Dalton got a really kind comment from somebody named January 6th that says, "Dalton, you are not gross."
I guess if you only see me through a screen, yeah, but
imagine what his dog sees. Oh my god, the horrors.
Yeah, imagine what my dog feels.
Ooh.
Imagine what my dog, the horror that my dog must endure. No, I don't have it. I would never own a. I can't. I wouldn't get a dog unless I was like in a position where a doggy style position. No, I wouldn't get a dog unless I was like able to do so. Like if I could make sure I was able to.
Yeah, man, I made that mistake.
Yeah, because I used to live.
The first bump in the road, I had to get rid of them.
Yeah, I used to have this roommate, I used to live with a big titty Puerto Rican woman, and the size of her breasts or her ethnicity are not really relevant to this, but she was very attractive, and I don't know what it is about. That was baffling to me because she was just like a stranger I met on Craigslist. I needed a room, and so we were roommates. We didn't know each other, but she would just like be walking around the apartment in the kitchen cooking in her bra and panties, and it was always like, yo, I was like, what are you doing? Wow. Thank you, but also why would you do this?
That's crazy.
I mean, don't you also want the same freedom?
No, I'm not comfortable walking around in my skivvies. Underwear? No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't enjoy
we couldn't all just, if we were all in an Airbnb, we couldn't be in undies. Like I'm pretty comfortable. Like if I just got to go from the kitchen back to my bedroom, like come on. Depends on the hour of the day.
I'm deeply ashamed of my body, and I feel gross in my own skin, and so I don't want to be seen in my underwear.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
you probably have like an old tidy whitey Hanes with like a hole.
That's why like when I first heard about like I don't know if this is apocryphal or not, but like when I first heard that like Jewish people fuck each other through a hole in the sheet, I was like, damn, they got it made, dude.
Who does that? Jews?
I've heard that like Orthodox Jews, it's like a thing they say is that like they'll cut a hole in it.
It's true. Honestly, yeah. I'll finish this story. Yeah. Orthodox Jews don't believe in being naked when they have sex. They have a hole in like some kind of cloth that is like over the woman, and they have sex through that. But I actually think that's really funny to say they haven't made. You should write stand-up on that. That's very funny.
Yeah, because it's like I don't.
Oh my god.
I don't like being seen naked. Like if a woman could just like wrap her lips around my penis without having to see the rest of me laid bare, that would be cool. It's like I admire that in the Jewish people, but like as a Protestant, a Gentile myself, I guess I'm relegated to.
I get it. That's
the woman seeing my horrible, disgusting, saggy body. Well, so
if I was
Sarah,
God,
by the way, Sarah, what's up?
If I was God, I wouldn't want to see my creatures having sex unless it was through a homemade glory hole.
Mm-hmm. A glory sheet.
That? Who, dude? That is such bullshit.
The glory hole.
The first glory hole was the Big Bang.
I mean, how does that make sense? Like, like you're gonna get to heaven and be like, we did it through the sheet, and God's gonna be like, the thread count wasn't high enough.
Well, the cornerstone of the Jewish religion is just finding ways to trick God.
We use the quilted blanket.
It's like the foundation of that entire religion is just like, all right, here's the rules, and then how do we, like, we now it's our job to find the loopholes and find the ways that we can trick God from being mad at us.
Or like anal sex.
Yeah, or the way Catholics will just like
nothing
do anal.
In the Bible. Ain't a word in the Bible about anal sex.
Yeah. By the way, $9.99 from Drew Huntley. Shout out Sumo Dog. Don't watch Plague Dogs. I don't know what that is.
Well, I guess sodomy.
Thank you for the money. Yeah, and sodomy. Yeah, but I think the sodomites.
What did they know about that back then?
How did they know about anal sex?
Brother, sex.
We've been knowing about anal sex since the dawn of time.
That's crazy.
Since man first saw a wet, pulsating hole, he's wanted to stick his penis.
I'm pretty sure that probably came before language, right?
Sex.
Yeah.
And was it rape then? If it was before language, because you literally couldn't say no.
Well, it was implied consent.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah. So you don't know about implied.
I know about non-consensual consent.
Consensual non-consent's a different thing.
Consensual non-consent. You know about CNC, Sarah?
No.
You know about the CNC Music Factory?
No.
See, you don't know about CNC, consensual non-consent? I
know what it's saying. I just haven't had to learn the acronym, but I get what you're getting at. Where it's like people feel pressured, or they're not in the capacity to consent, or something like this.
Yeah, it's like a kink community thing. It's mostly like a thought experiment, I guess, because.
Oh, you mean when people say no, but they really mean yes? Is what that is?
Well, it's like a role playing thing. It's like a porn / kink role playing thing where.
I see.
The woman wants the guy to act.
It's like Sadie Hawkins style sex.
I see.
It's Sadie Hawkins. No,
it's Sadie Hawkins. Listen, it's not rape, but she's Sadie Hawkins style.
I think what it is that they act out as though an act of assault is happening. Like the guy comes in and the woman is like, "Stop! Get the fuck off of me!" And then he's like, "You fucking bitch! If you tell your family, I'll fucking kill you and all of them." And then I guess that's like part of it. And so, but it's I don't know how it works, because it's like if that which is arousing you is the idea of not consent, but then
I'll have you fucking deported. Yeah, something like that, you know?
Yeah, something like that.
Boys, right now.
I don't get it.
It's family stuff, you know?
Yeah. Sarah, tell us about this 4B movement. So what's up? What's going on with this now that Trump is the president-elect?
What is that? I'll have to Google it.
You don't know about this? You seen this? You heard about this?
I know about B12.
That is important. Oh, yeah. So speaking of, check this out. I mentioned that I got my crazy water.
Oh, I know about the 4B movement. I actually looked this up a few months ago.
About the B movie?
Listen to this. I've been drinking these crazy water number 4s, and dude, it's night and day. Dude, I feel like I'm glowing during the day now. Like there's a halo over me. I feel so much better. You may not know, you guys may not even realize that you're mineral deficient. You should, it might, if you're feeling like foggy or lethargic or any sort of like malaise, ennui, depression, you may just be, you might be fucked up. You might be depressed, probably, but also there's a good chance that you're deficient in something, right? So I started drinking these crazy waters. Listen to the mineral content in this thing. You got 71 milligrams per liter calcium, 50 mgs of magnesium, 16 potassium, 1240 sulfate, 507 bicarbonate. pH is anywhere from 7.2 to 8.5. 12 mgs of silica, 0.02 of zinc. Listen to this. Lithium, 0.26. Now, that's very rare to find a mineral water with lithium in it. Alkalinity is 509. Total dissolved solids, 2,400 milligrams per liter. Do I feel like
it sounds like a bipolar medication.
Yes. So the lore. So here's the thing. When you go crazy and go to the psych ward for bipolar, what they usually will prescribe for you, what they make you take is lithium, right? And so lithium is just like a mineral in the earth. It's like an element that is found in a lot of like natural water sources, but we filter the shit out of our water, and so we don't have any minerals usually in purified water. And then a lot of cities' tap water will still have trace minerals, but not a lot of anything. So this particular water is sourced in a town called Mineral Wells, Texas. And it's called crazy water because when the town was founded, there was a lady in the town who was nuts. She was crazy. And they found out that something was calming her down. And so they realized that she would go to drink from this one particular well, and
Wow.
when she drank from it, she would kind of smooth out.
Oh wow!
And come to find out, this well where she's getting this water has lithium in it. And so I feel like I could, wrestle an ox like Paul Bunyan or something after drinking one of these. I feel great. But it's like you either have to order it online or it's regional, so you're gonna find it in a lot of stores. Anyway, Sarah, so tell us. So you're celibate now, because Trump got elected, and you're never going to get. Yeah, Sarah, yeah. All the women now, all the libs, the lib women are taking a vow of celibacy.
Tell me why.
And they're adopting the 4B movement. So, Sarah, tell us about this 4B movement.
The 4B movement, it represents the 4 no's. It is a radical feminist movement that emerged in South Korea during the mid to late 2010s. First on Twitter and then on some website called WOMAD. It refers to the 4 tenets that start in the Korean language for the word meaning no, which begins with the letter B or the consonant sound B in the Korean language. No sex with men, no giving birth, no dating men, no marriage to men.
Wow.
It sounds fun.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds very monastic. That sounds like that would require a fair amount of discipline. Do you think you have it in you to do this for the next 4 years, maybe the rest of your life?
I think with my sisterhood and the 4B movement, we can keep each other. I don't know.
Oh, y'all be taking care of each other.
Yeah, we all are in agreement.
I guess it doesn't say anything about sex with women, so I guess you could go nuts there.
Exactly.
So, where do I view the sisterhood? You guys online?
Yeah, like we have videos on. It's a site. It begins with P and it ends in hub and .com. You can check us out there.
Are you serious?
PhiladelphiaHub.com.
Yeah. P, there's 3 more letters than hub than .com. Type Korean girls and you'll find us.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like ever since Trump won, all the women in America are like trans Korean now. They're like, we'll just do what these Korean women have been doing to decimate the
population.
Economy. Yeah, because I think like in South Korea they have like a big problem. Like, we talk about over here like the male loneliness epidemic. I think in South Korea it's like genuinely become a pretty big problem. Like all the dudes are extremely depressed and.
Why call me? I'm so lonely.
Honest,
I've seen like some like Korean pop where it's like, love me, no call me no more. It's like bad.
Okay.
I cry. It's just like their pop music sucks.
No, to take that back, dude. K-pop is awesome. What? Dude, they got.
I like some of it.
Dude, they're growing those people in laboratories. They're being scientifically engineered to be good at pop music.
Definitely.
Their pop music is actually very good.
I think it's the Philippines or whatever, like where karaoke's like a fucking sport to them.
Yeah, the Philippines loves karaoke. The Filipinos love karaoke. They're very good.
They be going out and doing karaoke like competitively.
I just want to circle back real quick to my real commentary on the 4B movement is I feel they had those articles ready to go for if Trump won. There's no way Western women are suddenly woke about like a Korean movement, right?
Yeah, I don't think
Szechuan sauce was pretty big.
Do what?
Szechuan sauce, you know what I mean? Is that Korean?
Okay, nope, that's from China.
All right. I'm really bad with all things Asian. Like I think it's all just one.
Oh, yeah, because you're Italian.
It's really hard for me to differentiate.
I know I do know the difference. If you lined up every
I know. I mean, I know how to tell, like, Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees, look at these.
Dirty knees, look at these.
That's how you can tell the difference.
I
Sarah,
did.
Did you know that? Did you know that that's how you can...
It went over my
I don't know.
head.
We went to like a sushi.
Kind of glazed over,
Yeah. We went to a sushi place today, and I just can't not be an asshole. Like at one point, I was like, "Oh, the red dragon," and my wife's like, "Fuck,
dude, that is such a scumbag dad thing to do. That's like, dude, when I was a kid, every time we went to like an Asian place, Chinese, Korean, whatever it was,
mine too, bro. And
my dad would start doing that shit, and I'd be like, dude, you're gonna have to tip like a motherfucker if you.
And you know what? This. Nothing bad ever happened. No one ever gave a fuck. And it's
yeah, they're not gonna start doing like kung fu on you, and they're not gonna get like so upset that they ask you to leave or fight you. But it's definitely pissing them off. It's definitely rude. Yeah, man.
I don't know, bro. You know how many times people have been like, boppity boop. It's like, come on, we all just fucking take it.
But you guys are actually like that. Like every Italian, any way you would make fun of Italians was like, oh, look at me, I'm eating fucking prosciutto over here. Yeah. You guys actually do that. But if you go to like a Chinese restaurant, you're like, oh, Confucius, very, man who go to
bed. Hey, man, we don't fucking talk like that.
Stop. Yeah, it would be like, come on, man. Like,
that's not. Basically, every Italian stereotype is true. I can't think of one that isn't.
Bro, my aunt and uncle, literally, they call it the chink buffet. When they call it, they're like in the restaurant, they'll be on the phone. They're like, yeah, no, what's up? No, I'm at the chink buffet. Like, it's nothing to them.
Dude, that's like when I was a kid. We were visiting all my family, my mom's family in Amarillo, and all the convenience stores, like all the 7-Elevens had gotten bought out, or the town, rather than have 7-Elevens, they had this chain of stores called Toot and Totem, which were all owned by like Asian families, like East Asian. And I was really little, so I had no idea what anyone was talking about when they said this. But they were like, we're going to go get some sodas from the Gook store. And I was like, okay, I guess we're going to the Gook store. So we're inside the store. The guy, like everybody that's working there is like Chinese or some shit. And I remember like tugging on my mom's blouse and be like, mommy, is this the Gook store? And she's like, shut the fuck up.
We're sitting at home. Bro, man, it's crazy how that happens. Like kids will totally throw you under the bus, man.
Well, yeah, because nobody explained to me that was a slur. That they were just calling it that. So I was like, oh, I guess this is like that's what the store is called. And then I'm in trouble because they've imprinted upon a child racism.
Racism, yeah,
it's their fault.
My parents are really not cool towards Asian people. Like,
no, because they're Italian. Because your parents are Italian.
We'll go there and eat, and my mom, like, if they'll be like if they're like, look, you know how they sit at the table and like the kids do their homework and shit. Like if they look over at her, she'll be like, "Hi, yeah." They're fucking staring at me. It's like, Mom, no one's staring at you. I don't know.
Well, Sarah, what you getting into tonight?
Nothing, just this podcast with you guys. I'm like trying to live a very much more, again, wholesome life, as in the titular episode I was on about a month ago. Wholesome woman. I'm trying to just sleep, work, eat healthy, drink less.
So what do you do to eat healthy?
I don't know. Mostly drinking less is like the only thing I can do. Is this the only unhealthy thing I do a lot is drink.
Yeah, you don't look, you know what I mean? You look like you haven't had alcohol in a while.
That's what I'm saying. I drink so much water. I drink like 2-3 gallons of water a day. It feels like I drink so much water. It flushes it out.
Have you been meditating?
I should be, no.
I think you really could benefit from some deep meditation.
I agree. That's my favorite category on the website I mentioned earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the point is I pray and I do like spiritual shit, but I don't.
I'd be doing spiritual shit too.
Yeah, I'd be praying.
Like when I do scratch offs. I'll like right before I have the Texas Lotto app, so I don't play the game. Right before I scan it, I go, Lord Jesus, please let me win this 30 grand. That's the saddest part, is that I'm bargaining with the Lord in my car, like with borderline tears in my eyes over 30 grand. You know what I mean?
this is inappropriate, but he gave me money, $2 from that Sean guy. I want to come over and be wholesome with me, Sarah. Get that out of here. This is why it's so hard to. This is why it's so difficult for women to exist in the podcasting space. Is this kind of crap right here?
I have a really thick skin in general, so people I don't know in a chat.
Yeah. And hey guys, as per usual, the offer always stands with me. $20. I'll show a foot and my leg.
Oh my god, guys! I got paid $25 today for feet pictures.
Okay, well, I guess you're not being that wholesome.
Yeah, but the thing is,
honestly, get that money.
My friend admitted he liked my feet, and I was like, "Oh, you do? Thank you." And then I was like, "I needed money today because I don't have a job right now. My new job starts in a week."
I mean, if you're doing that kind of shit, I'll hit you up because honestly,
yeah, you be having nice feet. You be having
it's mutually beneficial. I mean,
dainty little feminine feet.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I really appreciate foot fetish people. It's so much less like psychological labor than a nude, you know. I'm not attached to the images of my feet. So if someone can give me $25, it's like 2 days of food.
Oh fuck yeah, Michael!
All dude. Right, well, $20 for Michael. Show the good. So I guess Sal, go ahead and show some feet. Nothing's showing up on camera. Nope, we don't see anything, Sal.
How do I do this?
I don't know, man.
You have to, dude. $20 is so much money. If you don't show both of them, you can't just show one. You have to show both. Those are beautiful.
There we go. There we go. Pause. There we go.
Beautiful souls.
Good. You have much better feet than I do.
You have beautiful feet.
Thank you.
God, mine are so deformed. Dude, I look like I got feet like the penguin from that show.
I got nice feet, honestly. I could do some shit with that.
Yeah. Feet. Pictures of feet are cool. It's interesting how, like, if you just go out into the world, you could see feet pretty easily. Like if a woman's wearing flip flops.
Oh, bro, you have no idea.
But it's like a different context. Like context, you think you just
private
a coconut tree.
It isn't private.
But it's the thing is like if I just trust me as a perpetually horny pervert, if I see loose feet out in the world, just wild feet, it definitely does. It's nice.
Bro, if your sandal slides off or something, while your legs are crossed, oh my god, it's like a lady's dress just came out.
Or the kind of girl who takes her flats off at Starbucks while she's working on something. Oh my god, dude.
I started a new housekeeper, and I came up to check on her, and she had taken her shoes off, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, you ever go do yoga? You ever go to a yoga studio, dude? Dude, it's just
what?
Have you ever been to a yoga studio?
I did.
Dude, feet as far as the eye can see, my friend.
Yeah.
Dude, they all just getting bare feet and they're doing yoga. And if you put your mat down in the back, you could just see all of them, just butt cheeks and feet. Ass cheeks to heels, when they do that pose. Anyway, but Sarah, the thing about
you ever go to a nudist beach?
No, I've never been.
I've been to several.
Yeah. They ask you to leave. Talk
about some feet.
But crack makes a good point in the chat that the foot community is much more dangerous and perverted.
That's funny because I saw that comment and I bet that's true.
Yeah, because the kind of the kind of guy who's into non-traditionally horny body parts, whether it's feet or armpits or belly buttons, whatever it is. Usually that is a pretty demented, twisted mind that's, honing in on new ways to be horny because he's exhausted all of the, juices in his brain on everything else. And now it's okay, well, how can I still get horny even though I've pushed myself to the edge of horniness? And then you start just looking at feet.
Yep.
It's like you're not too far removed from like a Cenobite at that point from Hellraiser.
Oh, I love Cenobites.
That's how things I'm talking about.
Funny is I know two men.
I love Cenobites.
There are two men I'm friends with who are both feet people, and they are like the guys who have the most like female friendships and like date women like normally.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking feet.
But that was what struck me as odd is that those are two people I know who have like one of them is a male comedian who's very, very funny and he's straight and he thinks a lot of male comedians are incredibly obnoxious and befriends female comedians. And then the other is just like a podcast person who's just like really chill.
Is it Robbie?
No, Robbie's not into feet. Robbie likes like basically dudes. Robbie's always going on about women with like small titties and no ass.
He loves like I think he really had a crush on like a basketball player I was seeing on his story.
He was all into like Caitlin Clark. Like Robbie loves women with like boys' bodies.
He likes ballers, dude. I think he's maybe
balls.
He likes balls.
Brother.
Yeah, dude. He fantasizes about slurping up a woman's balls.
Yeah, he loves balls. Yo, shout out to Robbie being gay.
It's not gay, dude.
All right.
There's a difference between sucking a man's balls and sucking a woman's balls. There's a big difference. Sal, you know this.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my bets that didn't fucking pan out.
All right, Sal, don't even trip on that. Crypto's up right now. Sarah, how's your crypto investments?
None.
It's a good. I mean, actually, it's a bad time to buy right now because everything's like skyrocketing. That's usually a bad time to buy because they'll probably dip soon. But
it was the halving recently, right, with Bitcoin. So
the halving, but then I think like Trump winning, honestly, probably was a boon to the crypto market because it had been pretty stagnant, if not like on the decline for a while, and then the market going up is coinciding with him winning. So Bitcoin's at an all-time high. All these other, because I bought in on some like months and months ago because somebody told me if you want to secure your financial future, take the money that you don't have. You don't actually. I was like, well, I don't really have enough money to do this, and they said, don't even worry about that. Just keep buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and all this shit. And so I bought it, and it immediately lost value. And I was like, well, that's what happens. But now I'm actually making money on it. I don't have a lot, though.
So yeah, I haven't made shit gambling.
Well, Sal, what kind of action you got? Because Heihachi Mishima gave us $2. Wants to know what you're in on.
I got every basketball game that was played tonight, and every football game that was played tonight, and that soccer game from earlier. Yeah,
the proliferation of like sports betting apps, like the legalization of that, has got people doing some real degenerate. Do I see people who Do I see people on Twitter, people who live in like, Mississippi or wherever, talking about cricket games? Like, this motherfucker is not hitting the wickets tonight, and it's like some guy that lives in like Ohio.
Well, it shows you when you put money on this app, then it goes, okay, well, here's all the fucking sports being played, like right now and in the future. What do you want to bet on? And it's like, you can just scroll through, and I'm like, well, shit. It says if I guess this guy's gonna score a fucking soccer goal, I win money. I'm like, his name's Fernando something. He's probably gonna score.
What's that app that you can bet on stuff that isn't sports, like any real world event? What are those called? What are the names of them?
I don't know.
Tim Dillon advertises one on his podcast. I want to do it.
About right.
Apparently, my friend did something like that.
Way better.
She won money on Trump, but I guess they take a long time to pay out.
Yeah, well, all the stock, like Robinhood, like all the stock apps had it where you could. They didn't call it gambling. It was like you trading. You could trade contracts on who would win president. So it was basically betting on who would win the election. And Yeah, I think Trump was at like 59 cents a contract.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm about to send you something.
Anyway,
yeah, remember how Joey Johnson would always like show up places like in having just gotten beat up.
Yeah, did he get beat up again?
Look at this video. No, I mean I don't know. It looks like he's about to in this video, and I'm like, this is why you always show up places and you just gotten pummeled.
Oh, okay.
He sent this to me earlier after the Eagles just beat the shit out of the Cowboys.
Yeah, he just looks like he doesn't look injured. He just looks like a Philly dirtbag.
Not yet. These guys like approach him from behind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sarah doesn't know what we're talking about. We have a friend who just would like every now and then, he's a comedian. He would show up at open mics and like one eye would be swollen shut and his whole face would be black from getting beat up.
Just a degenerate Eagles fan.
Yeah, he's just a degenerate guy.
And today he was at the stadium, like just like flapping his wings and shit. And I'm like, and then you can see these guys like come up behind him, like these 3 Mexican dudes, like, what's up?
Yeah, let's get some super chats going. Sarah, I went grocery shopping yesterday. I got a bunch of fruit. Sarah, what kind of fruit you be eating?
My favorite fruits are primarily berries. I like strawberries, blueberries. And then I like watermelon.
I'm not a fan of blueberries.
Sal, the question was not even Sal. Stay out of this.
Sal, I have a feeling it's because they remind you of your balls, right?
You got little berry balls.
Actually, I do.
Yeah, you got tiny little balls.
I do. How
does that feel? Sarah just dunked on your ass.
How did you know that?
Small balls.
Testosterone, and it actually does make your balls shrink.
I do. I love berries. Now, Sarah? Do you go fresh or frozen?
Oh, fresh. And Krakamiko, I pronounce the hard R in most words I say.
Yeah. So wait, my issue with blueberries is half the time they taste like shit.
That's why I tend to get frozen berries because they're usually more consistent. Yeah, and it's nice because you thaw them out enough where you get like almost like a slush puppy consistency. It's good, I like frozen. But fresh, there's really nothing better than, I guess, because like we live in all those supermarkets, like this supply chain in this country tries to have everything year round, and it's really these are things that have seasons,
right?
So if you catch berries in the right season, like if you hit a fruit cart, that's nothing better than some in-season blackberries or blueberries or whatever they got. But when you just go to like a Walmart and you're getting all the shit out of season that they grew in a laboratory that were genetically modified, it's not as good. $5.
Yeah. Sarah getting some compliments in the chat here.
I know they like us, Sal, because we're brother sister, dude. But also,
I know. Stop this.
You should like no show or quit or call in sick while they still pay you and then quit.
Yeah, if you don't want to, Broso Smith, he gave us $5. He wants to know, should I go to work tomorrow or just no show and quit? If you don't want to go to work and you have sick time available, I would say just call out for the day and see how you feel. If you're fed up with your job, don't just no show and don't just quit on the spot. Seek other employment and make sure you have something lined up before you leave. Because trust me, you don't want to be you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're without work and looking for a job, because the job market's tough right now. Trump has not been inaugurated yet, so it's the job market is still very difficult under Biden's economy. Eggs are so expensive.
I know. Luckily, it's the most common item left behind in the hotel room.
Yeah.
It's amongst the food items. Amongst the groceries that people leave behind, eggs are very common because everyone gets there and they're like, I'm going to go shopping, and they get eggs, they get milk and stuff, and they don't fucking make the eggs.
What does this mean? Why am I being accused of fronting?
I haven't had to buy eggs in a while.
John in the chat is trolling me. He said, why is Dalton fronting? I hate this fake shit. I'm not. What does that even mean? Well, how am I fronting?
Well, John is
don't.
John is the most toxic guy you have in the chat. He didn't get any feedback on hitting on me, so he moved on to you.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we bring in a woman, and all these pigs start drooling.
Yeah, but common misconception. I don't wear eyeliner. I just have beautiful eyes.
Yeah. See, this is why all the women are doing this 4B thing, is because ain't none of you guys, no one can control themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
that's the problem.
To be fair, women do it too, but in a different way, and so they're just poisoned. You know, they're like incel poisoned or something.
Oh, you mean like fem cells, or?
Well, that's both sides. Both sides are a little bit toxic, and they do it in their own crazy way.
Oh, I know. I love women though.
Yeah, women are cool.
I like them.
They're like so cool, but they're so crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I know what you mean. They do be kind of crazy.
I love them though, man.
I lost the ability to even make that argument because I've been in the psych ward too many times to ever like say that a woman is psycho or nuts.
Yeah, basically, Dalton is basically trans through his experience when we think about.
I'm as crazy as a woman, yeah.
As crazy, dude. That needs to be a shirt. As crazy as a woman.
Yeah. That's what happened to me.
Yo,
because I've met women who they're mad
like, as a hatter,
mad as hatters. Some of the women I met, and they've never had like the authorities called on them or been forced into a hospital. Yeah. I think just because they're women. I think just because like there's always going to be a guy who will just let them into their house.
Well, dude, that's
I was saying that if you're a homeless woman, that pussy must be whack. I'm sorry, dude.
I mean, you're not the first person who's made that observation. That's totally true. Like, why won't anybody house her? But also, I do think to put in context as the news reporter of the show, like why women are nuts is because the hormones are changing every day, all month, and it keeps going every 30 days. So as a woman, you have to learn how to develop masculinity and self-restraint and logic in order to stay stable.
Interesting. So what hormones? All of them?
Yeah, the ones related to the ovulation cycle and the menstrual cycle.
Or no, wait. How's that joke go? What hormones? The woman.
Right. See, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've heard something like that before too. I've heard a couple versions of that joke.
What country? The one out in the front yard.
Hey Sal. Sal, what do you call the fat part around a vagina?
To me.
the woman.
That's great.
Funny. Anyway. Hey, $2 from Pandatron. I have 4 Bs. Very lovely ladies.
Nice. I see what they did there.
That's good. But I be respecting women.
We all know that the 4 Bs are breasts, boobs, butts, and bottoms. I mean, come on.
Nice. That's true. Anyway.
And beavers.
I took a turn with like my internet content, by the way. I started posting just like theory and like my musings that are like non-comedic. People liked it. I got new followers.
That's cool.
You know, I saw a lady who's like a dom, and one of her things was
family.
No, she's a dom, and like she does,
I'm Richard B. Riddick. I'm a felon from the.
But she makes her subs like read and stuff, and like educate themselves on shit that she's into, so that like while she's doming them, like they can have conversations about it.
Yeah, so you're just describing a teacher.
Yeah, but
it just sounded like such a hot idea.
That's like the thing. Women used to be like bearers of culture. Like men learn language from women because typically women were tribal and like always talking to each other, so they absorbed female language. And women tend to like to teach and help kids. So like, I'm really not surprised that any like female entertainer would do that.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: when I was in school in college, I had no respect for any man that was a teacher. I said, "How you gonna be a man and be a teacher?"
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
It's a bummer. Should be more male teachers, but yeah, I know.
Yeah,
how's a man going to teach me anything? I remember being like that as a little kid. Yeah, my parents were divorced. You know.
Yeah, I truly would like if I went to a class and it was like a dude teaching, I'd be like, "Fuck, I ain't gonna learn shit in here."
Man going to teach me nothing.
How you gonna be a man and teach me anything? I always felt I felt safer. I felt like I was in good hands with a woman. Like, oh, I'm actually gonna like she's qualified to do this.
I'm the same way. Let me ask you this, Dalton. Doctor, like, someone handling your junk and all that, like, just invasive, man or woman, do you prefer?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Male doctor, female nurse.
I almost always prefer a female doctor. Like, I don't want another dude in there. I don't know. I'm just, I don't feel comfortable.
Now, when it comes to like a therapist or a psychiatrist, woman.
Same. It's all women. It's all women, dude. There's no role that I would rather have a man for.
Isn't that funny though? Because you would trust a woman with psychiatry and therapy, but we all agree that on average, bitches be crazy. What's up with that?
I think that's just something we say, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I just would rather. It's like a motherly thing. I don't know. It's like a.
I think so too. I actually think that there's like a thing where like if a woman is actually in that position, she must be like incredibly developed and like incredibly caring or something like that. That's what I would think. Yeah,
because like the lady I see now, I got to go see a lady like once a month for counseling. It's like $5. She's very cool.
A fucking Prozac.
Yeah, no, she doesn't prescribe anything. She's just like someone to talk to. But she's very nice. Like I feel very warm and welcome. And I don't want to be sharing. How you gonna like share your thoughts with a dude? Like, how you gonna be sharing your thoughts with a man?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want. How am I gonna put
my dick out? Might as well be sucking his cock at that point.
That's funny. I started dating someone recently. I asked him about his friendships with men and women and stuff, and he said, I like guys. I like men, like in an activity where we're all doing something together. But when they get close to me, I just really want to hit them. It's like there's just something you don't want to get that close with a guy in general. Most men often they don't.
No, yeah. I like working together, like team activities, but
yeah.
I can never get like super comfortable.
Yeah, like if we're playing darts, it's got I want the fellas.
I love darts.
I love darts. I've been watching darts highlights online.
You ever watch Dart Dynasty?
Is that real?
No.
Dart, yeah. I love darts. I love bowling. I love like all the fat guy sports. Pool. I'm not good at any of them. I love
pool. I'm good at pool. Actually, I was excited to join a league.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get good at pool?
I had nothing to do the year I moved to Vermont, so I just went to the bar across the street from where I lived, and I played every day. Bar pool.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a great game. It's really fun. It really gets out the like autism in me.
Yeah, pool is awesome. Billiards. I like but if I was at a pool hall and a broad wanted to play, I'd be like, shouldn't you be working the kitchen? What are you doing? You on your break or something, sweetheart?
It's hard. Like what's weird too is a female who plays pool. I like do a couple male dominated things, so I'm used to that. But they'll be like trying to teach me how to play, and I'm like, oh, so that's how you're gonna shoot next time. Thank you.
Nice.
Because they assume that I like don't know if they haven't met me before, and I'm like, thanks for the intel on how you think about shooting pool.
Yeah,
I'll know that next time I'm setting you up with a bad leave.
Yeah, I feel threatened when a woman knows how to do something I don't know how to do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It upsets me.
Yep.
Yeah. I get it. Me too. Same thing.
It's terrible.
I gotta roll, guys. It was fun.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Sarah. Sarah Summerlin, everybody. Follow her on the internet.
Bye.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. She's gone.
Oh, damn,
now.
she did.
Hey, she gave us $2. It says a black guy playing pool and somehow drowning. That's very funny. I think she likes us.
There's an old man sitting next to me.
Did you know, Sal, what'd you think of that? Did you think we did a good job with Sarah?
I like Sarah.
Yeah, she seemed a little apprehensive, but we were getting kind of nasty. We were being very
That's, you know what, buddy, that's Sarah. She just doesn't partake in that part of the combo, but I don't think she has a problem with it. She's just waiting for she's waiting for the subject to change, I think.
Maybe.
Which in a way, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Sal, do you know what today is?
Yeah, Martin Luther King's birthday.
No.
Damn.
No. Today is the 49th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Hey, what's our anniversary of this show?
It might be, actually. It's also the anniversary of this show.
No, I'm serious.
Crystal Crocodile says snooze fest. You're gonna have to pay us money for that now. This is not a snooze fest. This is the most engaging podcast out there.
Well, we're changing blocks, bitch. The one guest just left. You know what I mean? Stick around.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa down.
You know what, Crystal? I'm out. How about that? I'm gonna leave too.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies in November turn gloomy. You know that song?
I might get out of here though.
You're gonna.
Why?
Why?
What are we up to?
Podcast. We're doing a podcast. It's It's the fucking It's the 49th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
You don't even know the anniversary of this fucking show.
I don't remember when we started this.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Where's your commitment? When's the fucking anniversary of this fucking show? Hey, Robbie, why don't you if Robbie hops in, I'll do another hour.
All right. Well,
let me get a Coke. Robbie, think about it.
Go get a Coke. Folks, please subscribe to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. We're going to be doing much more premium content now that Sal is he's still beautifully broken, but he seems to have picked up the pieces. So we're going to be much more active. I mean, I make sure to keep it up to date, but sometimes Sal's not there and it's just me. Which, everybody loves me, don't they? But please be sure to subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. And I posted the link if Robbie or maybe just anybody wants to hop in. Okay, cool. Somebody's here. It says devices not connected. So that's not going to work. I don't know where Sal's taking quite a while to get that Coca-Cola. Yeah, so today is the 49th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which I'm going to be honest with you, did not know that was a real thing. Thought that was just a song by Gordon Lightfoot, but it turns out the song is based on an actual event. But it turns out the song is... No, Ronan, you got to turn your radio off. No, you don't have to mute yourself. You got to turn off your speaker so that there's no feedback coming through. Because I could hear myself just now. There was a lot of feedback. All right, hello, Ronan. Nope, it's still coming. No, God. You got to turn the speaker off. Because when I talk, I can hear myself. You know, like the radio. Okay, I think you got it. Hello, Ronan. Are you there?
Did that work?
I think it's working. Nope, now it's still feedback.
God damn it. Damn it.
I made a sandwich.
Hello, Sal. You went ahead and made a sandwich. Oh, come on. It's still the feed. There's still feedback. Okay, Sal, how you feeling?
I mounted a TV before this. Man.
You had sex with a television?
Hats. It's a funny joke.
Folks, hey, write that down. Whatever happened to that? Is Carrie still coming on the show?
You know, it's a lot of work to get Carrie. Like, I'd have to get him here. Like, let me set up my place first.
All right. How's that going? Are you settled into the new place?
Yeah, it looks great, don't it?
Yeah. I could see why you were having so much trouble because you had to haul that fucking grand piano.
There's a black guy coming by to play it on Tuesday.
Yeah. You know, pianos are one of them things that's like such a pain in the ass to move. Some people will just like throw them away. They'll just be like, fuck it. $26,000 piano out on the street. Or however much. I don't know how much a piano costs, to be honest with you.
That's about right.
You think that 26 grand?
If it's $1,000.
Yeah. So you're well, I don't know what's going on with Ronan.
Anyone that does real work, like any kind of real labor, yeah.
Speaking of,
because that was way in over my head trying to mount that TV.
Speaking of real labor, we got fucking Drew Florentine in the mix.
What up, dude?
The real labor, the real hairdo, perfect hair forever, dude. Look at that stream.
That looks good, man.
Hell yeah.
What's that? What happened to our boy? You kicked him out?
I don't know. He wasn't. Let's see. Is it working? Ronan.
Put in an earphone.
Ronan. I don't know.
Echo.
Nope. Yeah. He's not saying.
You
anyway.
ever seen that movie? 310 to Ronan.
No.
Or 37.
The 12 Ronin or whatever the fuck.
46 and 2.
Ronan.
A bunch of zipperheads killing other. Well, they kill each other.
Man, we've been hitting some Asian slurs hard today, dude.
Is zipperhead a slur?
Yeah, it's a.
Is it a slur?
Call us zipperheads, and he played it off like it was like meant like like a dummy.
No, it's like a slur for Vietnamese people, I think.
It's started with Japanese, but yeah, it's probably worse than the other ones you said earlier tonight.
Yeah,
really.
It's a very like old timey. You have to be pretty well versed in slurs to know zipperhead.
I love racism.
I mean, it takes more syllables. The more syllables, the more racist it is.
Why is there? What is this?
Boom.
How far away?
Hello?
From love is hate.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
Testing.
So
1, 2, 3.
Be racist.
Yeah, Ronan, you're on.
Okay.
Let's get some super chats going. Let's get some super chats.
What are we doing to this show?
I don't know, man.
Chat.
I don't know
The
what we're
legend
doing.
lives on from the Chippewa on down on the big lake they call Gitchagoopy.
Yes.
The legend is said never gives up her
This is
dead.
the opposite of getting Robbie in here.
I'm sorry.
We're
And the
singing
skies
with
of November
Ronan.
turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good
Such a
ship
good
and
song.
crew was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. Happy anniversary, everybody.
Happy anniversary.
Spark them if you got them.
Yeah, smoke them if you got them. So,
Is that today or tomorrow, technically?
it's today, November 10th. Ship was the pride of the American side coming back from some mill in Wisconsin.
Now I gotta look up the lyrics.
Big freighters go. I have to look up the lyrics.
Sal needs to sing it. He has the most beautiful voice.
With the crew and good captain well seasoned. Concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling?
Yeehaw!
The wind and the wires made a tattletale sound as a wave broke over the railing. Yeah, oops, I forgot
Every man knew as the captain
did too. 'Twas the witch of November come sailing.
The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait, and the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. Something like that.
Yep.
There's a lot of lyrics.
It's a long song.
It's a long one.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings.
What? What?
It was more musical than the last bit. Sal's got the talent, dude. Sal needs the lyrics in front of him.
This is interesting. Bubbler says he's in Wisconsin, and it's an official holiday in Wisconsin. They all get off work. So we're learning a little bit of history here about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Hey, who wants me to start OnlyFans? I'll do it. I'll show shaft. I just won't show head.
Oh, I didn't.
What about feet?
Folks, if you want to see all 1 inch of the shaft, check out
feet and shoulder hair.
3 inches of shaft.
Yeah, check out onlyfans.com.
But my head, the head is like 4 inches, so.
No, just feet, shoulder hair, and taint.
Sal's cock is all head, no shaft.
It's all head, no shoulders.
Yeah, man. Yeah, do that. Go ahead and start an OnlyFans for your shaft.
Dude, have you seen the video of that guy with no chin? And they do that whole fucking song about him?
No.
The guy who married the Filipino lady or whatever?
It's worse than him, though, honestly.
There's a guy worse than that guy?
I don't know.
Pull it up, Jamie.
I do miss when Sarah was on the show. That was cool. Remember when Sarah was here? That was cool.
Remember earlier when she was on the show?
Yep. Yeah, that was.
She had better lighting.
Remember the good old days when Sarah was on the show earlier? Yeah.
She ran her hand through her hair just one time, and we were all like, "Oh my god!"
I'm gonna do that.
Should I just start streaming every day?
Run my hand through my hair.
I was thinking about just like streaming every day to see if I could like maybe do that for a living.
What if you stream every day and you do like a little bit about the news?
Yeah, like I could just do like a bullshit. Just like I read like Al Jazeera headlines,
or if the news was you becoming a woman more and more every day.
Yeah, you guys
there you go.
Yeah, like what if I just let's see what's on.
What if Dalton starts a new show called "Oops, I Cheated Again" and he like eats a cheesecake in front of us?
No, I can't because I'm trying to eat better. I gotta lose weight.
Gotta love cheesecake.
Yeah. Dude, it's literally
chickpea-based cheesecake.
Do what?
Chickpea-based cheesecake. It's healthier.
So a hummus cake, like a hummus.
That sounds disgusting.
Just like a fucking bowl of hummus.
I saw a vegan recipe recently.
Here we go, PJ.
The wet bean curd.
What's up, guys?
What's up, PJ?
Hey, so I'm not trying to admonish anybody or make anybody feel bad, but listen, I want to dissect a little bit. What do you think made her leave so fast? Because she dipped.
Well, she told me prior to us starting that she said she only had an hour, so we hit the hour.
She had a Tinder date.
Oh, I must have got on late. Okay.
No, she said it. She said it off mic. She just said like, because I asked her to show up here. I asked her to like I asked her if she could do 9 o'clock, And she was like, sure. And then prior to us starting, she said, I only have an hour. So we started like a few minutes after 9. So I guess as soon as it hit 10 o'clock, she was like, I'm out.
Okay, so let me ask you, what do you mentioned that you're, what do you miss? I'm not hating. I'm like a lovely young lady. But
well, your audio is kind of fucked. You're asking what I miss about her?
Yeah.
I guess just like her soft, luscious lips and
nice
long, voluminous hair. And
I got the hair, dude.
Yeah, just like being able to look at her and think about what she might smell like, that kind of thing.
I don't think about that.
I always think about that. That's 2 things I think about when I see a chick I'm attracted to is what color are her nipples and what does she smell like?
I always be thinking like, what does she smell like?
Fair enough.
Color of the nipples. That was interesting.
Hold on.
You never know. Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's brown. You know what I mean?
PJ, your audio is fucked up. It's like really crackly.
Oh, I apologize. All right. That's all I wanted to ask. He was talking to y'all.
All right.
He has his mouth on nipples right now. It's hard to talk with anything in your mouth like that.
Titties right now.
It's got brown nipples, pink nipples, all sorts of colors and sizes.
He's testing them out.
I can't do nothing, Brand.
All right, hold on. PJ, I love you. Thank you. What is this, Sal? Play this.
All right, maybe this will bring us back on track.
Oh my god!
Fuck! God damn it!
I want you to be honest with you. Only the people who thought about what I'm about to say comment.
Dalton, don't become this man.
Head and shoulders.
This is Lev Fur in 5 years.
Oh God, Lev.
Neck out for no one who poured him in that jacket. I've had it with all the negative comments. Just keep your chin up, man. I like how the goatee is there for reference to show us where your face really ends.
If you comment some horse shit, I'm not gonna take you serious.
This is neck level stuff. How you fold blankets. Are you a liquid or a solid though? Bro, built like the Snapchat logo.
Oh my god.
The real Patrick Star. Nothing in that car. It's impossible to put bro in a chokehold. He clearly has a lot on his shoulders. Behold, I've had it with all the negative comments.
All right.
That was good, man. $2 from Bowler. Sal, please pull out one of your chest hairs. I feel like that would cost more than $2.
Yes. He needs those.
Yeah.
Look at Bubbler's display pic. His tongue's out a little there.
Yeah.
Sal's doing it.
So do you actually just pluck a chest hair?
I'm trying.
They're too strong, Sal.
I got one.
Oh, never mind. He's not Superman.
Oh wow, nice.
So
yeah, I was thinking about just like maybe I could stream every day instead of having to work at my job. What?
I said owie.
Oh. You guys want to get into some headlines? I'm on aljazeera.com right now.
Wait, we're gonna build.
I love headlines.
Yeah, I love head and lines. I love getting my dick sucked and cocaine.
The chat's trying to build a welfare sandwich. Hold on.
Okay. Runaway Slav wants to know if this is a call-in show. He's still in the waiting lobby. It's a call-in show for the people that I want to call in. Runaway Slav is insane, dude. I mean, let's see what he has to say for a second. Go ahead, Slav. Runaway Slav?
Classic audio.
He's running.
Are you there?
Yeah. What is it? My audio should be working better now. How's that?
Okay. So what does he want to say?
Dalton, I want you to be healthy. You got a good friend. You know how real estate agents talk about old homes they got good bones. Yeah, bro. You got a solid frame. I want you to eat healthy. Stop with the processed food.
All right, let's
I want you to start working out. I want you, bro. You're gonna be I want you to be a big burly ox. Like you'll be much happier. You'll stop with the moaning and the groaning.
Nice country, men like Ux, they get the woman.
Less hormones, more hormones.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Call back to Dalton's whore moment.
Well, because clearly, I mean, hey, I'll still support your little tent revivalism movement, but you know, you really ain't treating your body like the tent of, you know, sunlight, fresh air, fresh meats.
I do be eating healthy.
It's a temple.
I got fruit.
Yeah,
I got fruit thawing out right now. I got berries thawing out.
Hey, Dalton.
What?
I love you.
Are you leaving?
Goodbye.
We in Temple Church.
All right, goodbye, Sal.
Oh shit.
Sal's gone.
No, Sal.
I don't think we need to treat it.
shit.
Everything is before a temple. We need to treat like how we treat a field for the animals that eat the plants for us. Like, man exists on Earth to feed the animals because they feed us. It is a perfect system of harmony that's been working for thousands. Before any recorded writings, agriculture and livestock, like just eating. Yeah, bro, I'm so
Well, it's
excited.
not perfect.
Well, nothing in life is perfect. I mean, there is a scientific term called equilibrium, but it kind of really only exists.
Gunkata.
Yeah, it only exists.
Yeah, we're not there. We've never been there yet.
Well, yeah, equilibrium, scientifically speaking, only exists at 0 Kelvin or minus 200.
I think Michael McConaughey was in that movie.
No, it's Christian Bale.
Or Christian Bale. Yeah, they look the same.
Yeah.
And then that black guy who also looks the same as every other black guy.
Like Tay Diggs or Tyrese or whatever.
Yeah, Tyrese or something.
Yeah, Tyrese Gibson.
Well, back to the health thing. It's like, Dalton, you live in Texas. We have the best access to the best.
You don't know where I live. I'm in parts unknown.
I know exactly. I know your zip code, dog. Like, it's fine. Like,
you don't know where I live. You don't know a fucking thing about me.
Yo, he's outside your window, dog. You look left and right.
Nobody knows. I don't have windows, so
goddamn.
Checkmate. Ping me.
Goddamn, he's like Saddam Hussein, man. Circa 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it 2015?
Under the building.
He's under the building. He's under the building.
Look, let's get into some headlines. Thank you, Slav. Let's get into some. Let's test out because I'm thinking about like if I just stream like 3 hours a day, I could do that instead of having to work.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you know, provided the super chats come in. And so I figure if I combine my intelligence and curious mind with actually looking at the news, then that's a little bit. That's what we call alchemy. That's how we create a show. You know what I mean?
You know, Dalton, as Kevin Costner once said, "If you build it, they will come." And I think that's what Runaway Slav was trying to get at there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do be eating healthy. I trust. Yesterday, I said this last night. Yesterday, I went to the store. I picked up.
And you didn't buy. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up a cheesecake sampler and I put it down and got fruit instead.
That's power. That takes willpower.
And I got this water here, this mineral water that I'd be drinking.
Hey,
that's essential.
Listening to Kevin Costner. That's a man. Pause. Don't listen to no man.
Listen to this. This is from Albert Jazeera. Anger, grief in Gaza's Jabalia after single Israeli attack kills 36 people.
Jabalia, when we gonna get that sport over here?
Yeah.
I haven't played Jabali ball in a long time.
Sounds fun as fuck.
Especially in the sand. Oh my god, so hard on the knees.
That's one of my favorite X-Men is Jubialia. Jubialia. So let's see here. So this is still going on.
Well, I mean, Jubilee is an ancient term for joy. It's where the term joy comes from in Proto-Indo-European. Jubilee. So
yeah, so
Jubalia is a weird phrase for something.
I guess to understand what's actually happening here, we got to figure out what is where and what is Jabalia.
What is Jabalia?
Yeah, so it says here Jabalia is what is it? Jabalia, also spelled Jambalaya. Oh, so it's
That
like
shit's
it's like dirty,
delicious.
like rice, like dirty rice, like a Cajun, like
with
when you
seafood.
go to, yeah. Also, so Jabalia, also spelled Jambalaya, is a city in the state of Palestine, located 4 kilometers north of Gaza City, in the North Gaza governorate of the Gaza Strip. According to the Palestinian Central Bureau of Statistics, Jabalia had a population of 172,704 people in 2017. Was probably a lot less than that now.
They got it down to 74 people at the end.
No, well, I guess based on like a census that was taken. I don't know. This is good. $5 from Hiyachi Mishima. Have you heard about the new corduroy pillowcases? They're making headlines. I like that joke. I don't want to tell you what you hear you. I would rather starve than eat your breath. All the things that others want from me. And my one on one clothes is free. We lost Ronan. Drew. So Drew, we're so this is Jabalaya. So we figured it. So it's a city in Palestine.
It's also a tasty dish.
It's also like a dirty rice dish that you get at Razoo's Cajun Cafe.
Or Zatarans.
Or you just buy a box of Zatarans, Jabalaya.
Nice.
And it's 4 clicks north of Gaza City. And it's a pretty sizable city, 172,704 people. Now, according to Albert Jazeera, Palestinians and Lebanese are mourning their dead after Israeli forces killed 36 people in a single attack on Jabalaya in northern Gaza and 23 people in another strike on the village of Almat, north of Lebanon's capital, Beirut. This is like really, this is really awful.
So they only recognize it in the morning?
No, you can mourn anytime. You can mourn morning, noon, and night if you're feeling that much grief.
Huh.
Yeah. It's just one of the
I'm gonna have to read on that.
Yeah, it's just one of the quirks of language. Says here, medical sources in Gaza said Israeli forces killed at least 49 Palestinians across the enclave on Sunday. In Lebanon, the health ministry put the daily toll from Israel's attacks at 38 people. Yeah, man, this sucks, honestly. I'm not really. This is just really a bummer.
It's not good for their health, is it?
No, it's really bad for your health to get bombed by Israel.
Health ministry was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, the health ministry says it's probably the unhealthiest thing that can happen for anybody is to get bombed by Israel. We'd rather you just smoke cigarettes than get bombed by Israel, I think, is what they said. Yeah, this is
was Tony Hinchcliffe there recently, or
God, I wish I wish he had been there. I wish Tony Hinchcliffe had been doing the Jabalaya Arena when this happened. What it says here, I don't really understand how any of this works. Like, so we're giving, so we give money to Israel, we give them like weapons and shit, but then we're also giving aid to Gaza.
Yeah.
I don't even. So
what part of that doesn't make sense?
All of it. None of it makes sense. Like, why are we?
Well, how does it not make sense?
It feels like the U.S. government is just finding the best way to hemorrhage money.
Yes. So it makes sense to you.
Okay, so if the goal is just to bleed out all of our fucking money, then I guess they're succeeding because they're giving all the money to Israel and then giving Gaza money as well. So we're just like we're like, I don't even understand. What are we just like asking them to? Is the U.S. government just like asking them to fight for our amusement?
Essentially,
it seems like
yes.
That's what's happening. It's like, we'll give you everything you need to keep this conflict going on, to elongate this. We're going to give you weapons and we'll give you aid. Fight. Go ahead. Why would I don't understand? It's a mixed message, you know.
Well, the world is our Russell Crowe.
Yeah,
and we're gonna make him fight.
Yeah, it feels like we're doing like geopolitical bum fights. Just like Israel.
That's literally what we're doing.
Yeah, go ahead and duke it out with each other. So, yeah, that's a bum. Yeah, this is a bummer.
No, it's a good thing.
I don't think it's good, man. I don't think any of this is good. It's never good when man pick up sticks against another man. You know, we can't do Star Trek until we get this sorted out, you know? Like intergalactic space travel and the
So what's so good about fucking green women? That's the point of Star Trek.
It's probably better. It's probably better than fucking these snow bunnies we got here.
Truth.
Yeah. I'd rather 10 white bitches die than one sister cry, you know what I'm saying?
God damn it. That is the truth.
You know, that's the truth right there.
That's the truth right there, buddy.
So yeah, this is.
By the way, shout out all my sisters in Fairfield.
Yeah, shout out to all the sisters. Shout out to all the big booty, the big ebony asses out there.
Hit me up.
Yeah, this sucks. I'm not too thrilled that this keeps going on, because we should be beyond. I feel like we should be done having war. You know, we should be working on doing Star Trek. We should be like building fucking warp drives and going to space and shit. But we can't do that until we have harmony with each other. Till we're done like holding our fucking hands at each other's throats. You know,
Marnie.
Yeah, Marnie.
Honestly, if Mar was president, there probably would be a lot of new rules.
That's a good point. If Bill Maher was president, we would be subject to a lot of new rules, which is kind of anathema to what us in the Libertarian Party want. We want less rules. We don't want new rules.
Less new rules.
Yeah.
Less rules.
No, if I do, to answer Raphael's question, if I do end up doing more streams, it won't just be Palestine news. I just went to Albert Jazeera to see what was up on that website. I'm looking.
There's no other news, Rags. What would you want? Brazil news?
Yeah.
What, their currency went up by a fraction of a cent?
Let's see. What does Albert Jazeera have to say about the election? So back on the 7th. Well, this is interesting. Okay, so to be honest with you, if your source is Albert Jazeera, it's all going to be about Palestine right now. There's not
Albert.
Yeah, there's
Jazeera.
Albert Krashira. Albert Krashira. Yeah, if you go to Al Jazeera, it's all going to be Palestine right now. Actually, that's kind of all that they're really going to be talking about. Now it says here, this is from November 7th. Trump to worsen our plight, Palestinian Lebanese victims of Israel's wars. The U.S. Republicans' election win fuels concerns of increased Israeli aggression and diminishes hopes for Palestinian self-determination. This was something. Yeah, this is something I was curious about.
You cry about your own country.
Yeah, when he won, I wondered like why there were so many people thinking that he was going to do anything to mitigate this conflict, because it seems like he's pretty tight with what's that guy?
BB
Netanyahu. Yeah, BB Newworth. And Ronan, your back.
That Goodwin.
$2 from Hayachi Mishima. Battle Mar, Galactamar, enter the Dabbleverse. Thanks, man. It says here, Deir el-Bala, Gaza, Palestine, and Beirut, Lebanon. Palestinian and Lebanese civilians are bracing for more devastation once Donald Trump begins his second term as president of the United States in January. While millions of Trump supporters celebrate his victory, many in the Middle East are looking on with trepidation. Word alert. In Gaza, the occupied West Bank, and Lebanon, there are fears the loyal ally of Israel will embolden its Prime Minister, Bibi Newworth, and far-right coalition government to escalate. Lilith, you're here? Fraser, I'm bombing Palestine now. So that's what you've been up to. Where is Frederick?
Bombing Palestine.
He's ordering drone strikes in Tel Aviv, Fraser.
As he should.
Your son is quite the prodigy at killing Palestinians. Good God, woman. This is how you raise our son to genocide Palestinians? Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling, drone striking the Palestinians.
Eggs?
Yeah.
Wait, somebody's coughing more than me?
It's really
Fraser,
good green stuff.
Isn't Fraser like Kelsey Grammer is like a Republican, so he'd be like, hey, baby, I hear he voted for Trump. So like, baby, I hear the blues are calling, toss salads and cheaper eggs.
Nice.
Anyway.
Oh my.
Well, he heard the blues call and then he switched over to the Reds.
Yeah.
Last second.
Quote, I have no trust in America, said Abu Ali, an 87-year-old in Gaza who has been uprooted from his home like most people there. Quote, I'm expecting the war in Gaza to get even worse under Trump. This is grim.
Billy Mendy. Abubali?
Abubali.
Abu.
Ooh,
show
dude,
me.
I would love to see Abubali.
Abubali.
Aboob Jubilee? Abubali?
Just at least one boob.
Just let me see one boob.
One boob, please.
U.S. President Joe Biden's outgoing administration has supported Israel in its campaign in Gaza since the Hamas-led attacks on southern Israel on October 7, 2023, during which 1,139 people were killed and 250 taken captive. Israel's genocide against Palestinians in Gaza using U.S. weapons has killed more than 43,000 Palestinians and uprooted almost the entire population of 2.3 million people. Dude, you can't even wrap your head around anything like this. But dude, every day I feel like I think to myself, man, my life fucking sucks. And
well, Dalton, can you reread that first sentence for me?
Since the Hamas-led attacks on southern Israel on October 7, 2023, during which 1,139 people were killed and 250 taken captive, this is one sentence. Israel's genocide against Palestinians in Gaza using U.S. weapons has killed more than 43,000 Palestinians and uprooted almost the entire population of 2.3 million people.
But how is that a whole set?
It's a run-on sentence. I don't know.
You're telling me things that have happened as if they've happened, and I'm not able to look at it and be like, okay, well, hold on, what happened here? And let me see what happened in this instant. And then there's like 5 or 6 instances that happen there where it's like, yeah, you're committing a genocide, and I'm not able to look at it as like, no, you probably are the aggressor at this point, or at this point, or at this point at least. Like,
Drew,
there's
I don't even know what you're trying to say right now.
Well, with what they're doing there in Gaza, that's insane. I mean,
yes, it is insane.
There's a point to stop. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's really bad. You know, I think about, like, every day I wake up, I go, man, my life fucking sucks. But it's like
a lot less than Gaza.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like my life just sucks because I don't have as much money, and I'm not getting any pussy. You know, I just don't have like the things I want for myself. But you read something like this, and I don't want to like do that thing where I say like, oh, there before the grace of God go I. Like I'm not like seeking to derive like feeling better or a sense of joy from the suffering of others. Like it's not like I look at these things and go, you know, phew, you know, it could be me, better you than me, or anything like that. It puts it into perspective where it's like, yeah, I guess maybe it's no matter how bad it gets for me here, at least I'm not Muslim.
Well, really, you're not at war yet. When you're at war and these happen to you, these things happen where it's like you're actually at war, then you're like, oh yeah, it fucking sucks dick, dude. Like these people are at war. I mean, if you just all of a sudden be gone at war because of whatever Biden or whoever is in charge, you know, did, you're like, well, I didn't elect this, but you're at war. Guess what? You're there. You're in that country. You're at war, motherfucker. So that's what these people are experiencing. They didn't vote for it. These people don't even know what voting is. They live in llama country and sheep country. They fuck sheep still. They don't know what the fuck
do love their
voting
llamas.
is. Yeah, they don't have llamas, but they don't know what the fuck voting is.
Definitely some camels.
Palestinians there fear Trump will now greenlight plans to expel them from the Strip. The Republican president-elect has accused Biden, a Democrat, of restraining Israel in Gaza and made a vague promise to help Israel to, quote, finish the job if reelected. Dude. This was so funny. This was so funny about these fucking guys like Dave Smith all of a sudden getting their dicks hard for Trump. Like his fucking
final solution.
Yeah, like all these like libertarian grifters, like somebody like him. And
by the way, Dave Smith, definite fucking Jew, and you can see his fucking. It seems sorry like to say that, but definite.
It seems like the one thing they all kind of agree on, like the libertarians. I don't know, but it seems like his whole platform, at least,
is Jews are right.
No, maybe, but his like one conviction he claims to have is that he's anti-war, right? Which I like became very suspect when he started throating Trump, because there was never any indication given during Trump's campaign or anything about him that he's going to do anything to like slow down or diminish acts of war. He's like he's made it seemingly pretty obvious that he loves Israel, he loves Netanyahu, and you know these libertarian guys are like, we can't have any more war hawks in the White House. But it's like, well, Trump himself is kind of a war hawk, it seems like.
But he said from day one he will start war with every country before they start war with him. And that's why they're like, oh, well, we're backing down. Because he's literally more than us. Like,
and by the way, all these fucking guys, all these fucking, like, libertarian dudes, and I guess, like, Dave is one of the big voices of that. But as recently as, like, March of this year, we're saying shit that, like, Trump is a war hawk. He's a fucking war criminal. He should be in prison forever. They said that, like, a matter of months ago they were talking like that. And then, like, within the last month, they're all like, we got to do everything we can to get him elected. Like, they all of a sudden pivoted. And it makes me wonder, like, okay, so what are the fucking channels that the money is flowing? Like, where is the money coming from? Who's getting it? Because clearly there's, like, something going on here where either these people are willing participants or unknowing stooges, where they're getting fucking somebody's lining their fucking coffers. And
just look at Elon and Trump's relationship, bro. I mean, Elon literally owns one of the biggest social media platforms in the world.
Yeah, that was the crazy thing when they were saying that, like, that Rogan interview, when they were like, oh, the fucking legacy media, mainstream media is now just a propaganda wing for the Democratic Party. They were praising X, the everything app, formerly Twitter. It's like, you don't think that this fucking website that Elon bought, Elon himself now being one of Trump's goons, that he's not using this for his own propagandistic, if that is a word, purposes? You don't think that this
I just don't like how everybody just was like, okay, look, I'm fine with people having right-wing policies and shit like that, but people want to just be like, fall in line to these people that are obviously benefiting unscrupulously from these situations.
Well, if you don't see the writing on the wall that Trump is possibly the most deep state candidate ever elected, and that you've been tricked since 20 years ago to elect this motherfucker.
Just like Clinton, both sides the same.
No, just like when Clinton was elected, they installed Trump, and they've been planning this for 20 years. Like, that's how they do these things. Like, it's not hard to see the writing on the wall.
You know what's really frustrating is, like, I talk like this sometimes. I get, now that I'm going to do a daily streaming, now I'm going to position myself as the leftist Joe Rogan that everybody's been clamoring for. But
the daily Dalton Pruitt.
So where are we going to move to instead of Austin?
Left-hand path, doggy.
Yeah, but it's fun. Like, I talk like this sometimes, and there's like so many people now. There's like, we're in this like cognitive decline where people, like, you say something. Like, I try my best to express myself as like articulate. I try to articulate myself as adequately as possible, like, or
eloquently.
I try to be deliberate with what I say, and
Dalton is a soothsayer.
There's still just so many fucking people who, no matter what I say, if they just hear the buzzwords or they lock.
Oh yeah.
They like run something else in their head and convince themselves.
Yeah, like it's like a whole Rube Goldberg that just goes down like, this guy is this.
Yeah,
now that he said that.
They get mad.
It's like when you said the Nazis were right.
They get mad at me. They get mad at me They get mad at me about the thing that they thought that I said that's in their head. When it's like, I never even, because people, like, if I'm critical at all of Trump, which I don't necessarily like the guy, but I also never really liked Kamala either. But it's like, if I'm critical of anyone, it's
critical of Trump to the nth degree, dude. Like, Trump's not.
Wait a second, Dalton. You're not a white guy for Harris? You're not a white dude for Harris?
Yeah, but
I swore you were a white dude for Harris with the camo hat and all that.
No,
I'm just joshing.
I'm a white dude for white
power.
But
white chocolate.
I still see people getting mad at. There's people that like, will comment on my shit or get mad at me because they say like, oh, you're a fucking lefty, fucking fat retard who voted for Harris. I'm like, I didn't vote. I was like completely
resisting the urge to buy a cheese sampler.
Yeah, I was too busy.
We know where you were.
I was too busy. I was at a fucking Piggly Wiggly sweating as I looked at the bakery section.
I would be. Goddamn Cinnabons.
In the bakery section of a Piggly Wiggly. I totally forgot to vote because I was trying not to buy a bunch of pastries.
See, Dalton, you live in a state where that's okay. In California,
hey man, you don't know where he lives.
No, I know what state he lives in, dog. In California,
you don't know the fucking thing about. I don't have any windows. You don't know what state I live in.
I don't even know.
Dude, we know he has a zip code.
But let me tell you. I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you something. Let me tell you a couple of 3 things.
How many things?
Yeah, I was not passion. I had felt no passion this election. There was nothing.
That's one thing.
I didn't feel like I wanted to. I didn't want to vote.
No passion.
Okay. He has no feelings.
I was completely disheartened by the way everything went. There was no candidates that I felt particularly hopeful.
You were inspired by Kamala's?
No, and so I chose, which used to be a valid thing. I chose abstention. I said, you know what? I'll let my voice be heard by not speaking. Silence sometimes is more powerful.
So what I've done every election.
Yes, exactly. That is, and that's my fucking right as an American. Is I don't have to vote. Yeah,
well, someone was just talking about it recently. It's like, oh yeah, but anyways, like, basically, when people post their
previous thought,
when people post their political thoughts, it's for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you can just have your silent opinion and then vote.
Well, we're not posting thoughts. We're live talking about our thoughts.
Yeah, this
no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people that post that, like, just constantly get that high of validation for their virtue signaling and stuff like that. It's like, if you hold these beliefs strongly, it's like just do your thing quietly.
$2.
Yeah, I believe in Moodang.
$2 from Heihachi Mishima. Ronin, more like boring. So that didn't even rhyme.
I don't want to interrupt that.
Heihachi's been drinking some of that vodka water, whatever he was sipping.
Yeah, but yeah, I tend to, because I'm like this. Maybe that's the goal now. Is I should get more informed. I should be like one of these grifters and just start like skimming Wikipedia articles and different news sites and become like a thought leader. It's like I'm so like uninformed when it comes to anything.
No,
like when Trump won. Like, I'll tell you this, when Trump won and all these women were talking about, like, oh, all my rights are going to go away and I'm not going to fuck anyone anymore, I was like, I honestly still don't know. I was like, has he said that he's going to do anything like that? Like, was that ever even part of...
No.
I feel like nobody... By the way, I feel like nobody ever... Neither one of the candidates, I feel like the entire
there's a lot
time,
of falsities.
That's never been brought up. It's not a thing.
Well, I'm sorry, what hasn't been brought up? I apologize.
No, I'm saying like this entire election, I feel like both of these, neither one of these candidates, it feels like I never got, based on anything they said, there was never anything expressed that even began to let me know what any of their policies are. I never.
Yeah, like a sense of their policies.
Yeah,
Dalton Moodang had more policies open to the public than any candidate.
It felt like this entire election was purely vibes and optics. Like it was just like an election of personalities rather than anyone actually articulating any of their plans for anything.
Well, speaking of optics, I think that basically they were both more telling you why not to vote for the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it felt like they were just attacked. Like they were just like saying the other one sucked. But then
I gotta say though, Trump. 91 counts. I'm not saying like that in and of itself means anything, but like he did some of that shit, and some of that shit is just not cool, man. I don't like seeing him get away with it. But,
I will say, when you said there was no platform, Trump did actually say a couple of actual platforms that he was going to do, as opposed to Kamala not saying anything.
I wouldn't go that far. But that's all.
I would go that far because he did have things he said he was going to do. And
it's like that one debate. That one debate. Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Hold on. Let's get some super chats going. Go ahead.
So I'm saying Trump said things that he was going to do if elected, and Kamala didn't say anything she was going to do if elected. So
when people say this,
one of them had a platform to stand on, one of them didn't. And either way, I don't care what the platform was. Either way, even if I did or didn't vote, what does it matter? One of them had a platform, one of them didn't. One of them ran on, I'm a black woman. The other one ran on...
Dude, literally, she never brought that up, though. That was actually one of her strategies. She actually did not bring that. Trump is the only one that brought up her race. I'm not trying to, like, be like that.
Wait, did she never... Did
she
the
never brought up her own
bring
race.
it up? Well, she may not have, but did the media bring it up?
Yeah, it was very heavily...
The media doesn't dictate her platform, though.
Do they not?
She does.
Well... I mean, she paid the media, right?
Okay, all right. Well, all right. We're okay. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah,
Let's be honest. Didn't she want the black vote? Like, I mean, like, you look at Kamala Harris. Look at the name. Like, she's from the islands. I think she's Indian, to be honest. I don't think she's that black. I mean, I'm probably more black than she is.
You think she
but
won the
I've
black
definitely
vote?
got a black dick. No, I don't think she won the black vote. She wanted that vote. by being presented as this is the first black female president. It's like, yeah, we want women to vote for you.
I think
we want black people to vote for you. No,
he
I don't think she ran. I don't think she didn't present it. I think
solely
people
on
just
that.
assumed
I just think people like that.
Whatever.
Jesus Christ!
It's like a selling point.
Everybody's talking over each other, one at a time.
Sorry, it was like a selling point. You know what I mean? Not like a, you know.
Okay, I will agree to disagree, but I appreciate your insight.
Sorry, he called me boring, so I thought I have to say something about Kamala.
Not me. No,
White chocolate. I love Hayachi.
Hey, taste buddies. So taste buddies. What do you like more, corn dogs or baked beans?
White chocolate, Kamala Harris flavor. Oh snap!
Wait, would you ask corn dogs or what?
Baked beans.
Corn dogs.
Baked beans?
Baked beans or corn dogs?
Corn dogs.
Gun to your head.
Corn dogs, done. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Man, if it's a gun made of corn dogs, I'll eat the gun.
Shoot me now.
Oh, a gun that shoots corn dogs would be cool.
God damn. Like a six-barrel pogo gun.
If I was at a baseball game and they started launching corn dogs at me, I'd be opening my mouth. I'd be like, oh, let me catch one.
Well, we gotta like stop
Open
talking
your
about
mouth,
this
Dalton.
so that Mark Cuban doesn't like hear about this. We can't.
What's he gonna do?
It's a Shark
Open
Tank
your mouth,
idea,
Dalton.
dude. Like,
there's a corn dog coming.
Can't let motherfuckers know about this idea.
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful's gonna take this.
Here we go. Let's head over to the. You gotta be fucking shitting me, dude. Why do I gotta do this? Never mind. I guess I can't do this. God damn it.
Never mind. Great song by Nirvana.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
Okay, I guess no, it's not gonna let me do this. Can I do this? No. Nope, never mind.
Can you take?
I was gonna see if I could read an article on the failing New York Times from the failing New York Times, but it's not. It seems like
you gotta pay.
They got to run a credit check.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, they gotta.
Do you have a Bible handy, Dalton?
Yeah, but that's not tonight though.
All right, I was gonna do a Bible off, but we'll wait for Bible Wars.
So Dalton, tell me more about this this plan you have.
New York
stream
Times.
more and earn a lot of money.
Hold on.
Challenge you to Bible War.
Hold on, I think I figured it out. So if we go to the failing New York Times in the text section, the text section of the failing New York Times, it says here how tech. This is something I've thought about a lot. It says here.
Why you gotta call them the failing New York Times? They are the New York Times.
They said that themselves.
I like the New York Times. I do enjoy reading it. I don't agree. I don't like not every article is good, but they do have some.
It's the Jewish side of things.
It's all the news. It's all the news that's fit to print. Says it on the paper.
It's what I like to read.
NYT is a paywall.
It's what Seinfeld reads.
Yeah, you do have to go through some bullshit to get.
New York Times has an OnlyFans. It
says here how tech created a recipe for loneliness. Technology and loneliness are interlinked. Researchers have found, stoked by the ways we interact with social media, text messaging, and binge watching.
I think it's pronounced technology.
Brian X. Chin. Of the tech fix, the text column of the New York Times. Over the summer,
you forgot the K.
Laura. Over the summer, Laura Marciano, a researcher at Harvard, interviewed 500 teenagers for a continuing study investigating the link between technology and loneliness. The results were striking. For several weeks, the teenagers who were recruited with the help of Instagram influencers.
500 of them?
Yes, 500 teenagers.
Damn, that's high.
Is that legal?
Is it legal?
Well, yeah.
I think it's like a gray area to just talk to teenagers. I don't think it's anything illegal, but it is sus.
Legal as fuck.
It's sus as fuck, dude.
Sus as fuck.
Yeah. For several weeks, the teenagers who were recruited with the help of Instagram influencers answered a questionnaire 3 times a day about their social interactions. Each time, more than 50% said they had not spoken to anyone in the last hour. Fucking rookies. But it was the amateur hour. Dude,
yeah, get your numbers up.
Dude, sometimes I'll go fucking days at a time without even speaking at all. Either in person or online. To put it another way, even though the teenagers were on break from school and spending plenty of time on social media apps, most of them were not socializing at all. Yeah, that sounds like summer break when I was a kid. Just replace social media with like Final Fantasy X.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I it'll be fucking weeks before I talk to another person. Americans now spend more time alone, have fewer close friendships, and feel more socially detached from their communities than they did 20 years ago. 1 in 2 adults reports experiencing loneliness, the physiological distress that people endure from social isolation. Thank you for defining loneliness for us.
Yeah. I was wondering what this crippling feeling was.
Yeah, I was wondering what this was I was feeling, but hey, thank you for giving us the definition there of loneliness.
Now I can put a word to it. Nice.
The nation's Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, declared loneliness an epidemic late last year. Well, maybe if men would just learn how to not be gross, they wouldn't be so lonely. Maybe they would learn how to respect women.
Yeah, we got a long way to go, fellas.
Oh yeah, so I'm just supposed to go to a Dave and Buster's and not be the creep that gets arrested?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, dude.
I'm trying to bust some Daves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to go to Dave and Buster's and not be arrested.
I'm trying to be a Dave Buster. How you gonna bust a Dave?
How you gonna bust in a Dave? Ever since, scholars and psychologists have accelerated research into whether technology is contributing. The rise of smartphones and social networking apps has forever changed social norms around how we communicate. You know, Ted Kaczynski tried to warn us about this shit. He tried to tell us this was going to happen. And
I didn't read that one.
Yeah, we didn't listen to anything he had to say. The human
I read most of it.
Ted Kaczynski said the human race with technology is like a drunkard with a barrel of wine.
It's me.
Drew has both.
And what's this? It's a drunkard with a bottle, and it looks like he looks like Jim Florentine. Oh shit!
Yeah,
it's me.
or a drunkard with a barrel of wine. So what does it say here? More personable interactions like phone calls have been superseded by text messages. When people broadcast their lives on TikTok and Instagram, they may not be representing themselves in a genuine way. Yeah, it's called performance, dipshit.
Hey, dog.
I'm performing.
Is your game better? Is your game with girls better on text or call?
Call.
I don't know, man.
All right.
I don't know. I'm performing.
I think I have such poor game no matter what. It's
this isn't even me.
No, it's their fault.
Let's see here. It's hard to quote. It's hard to know who's being real online, and it's hard for people to be themselves online, and that is a recipe for loneliness. Dr. Murthy said in an interview, he concluded that loneliness had become an epidemic after reviewing scientific studies and speaking with college students last year. He said, I went down a rabbit hole for the last few months, reading research papers and interviewing academics about tech and loneliness. Many studies focus on how younger people use technology, but their conclusions were still relevant to older adults who use the same tech. The consensus among scholars was clear. While there was little proof that tech directly made people lonely, plenty of socially connected, healthy people use lots of tech. There was a strong correlation between the two, meaning that those who reported feeling lonely might be using tech in unhealthy ways.
But how do people fit down a rabbit hole?
Yeah, I was gonna say, pause.
That's a good question. How did he fit himself into a rabbit hole? That is a very good question.
Did he have shoulders all akimbo or some shit?
Maybe he's small.
Yeah.
Or it's a big rabbit hole.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm small.
Oh, loose ass rabbit hole.
The correlation was rooted in 3 main behaviors.
He only got one leg in.
On social media apps like Instagram, many fell into the trap of comparing themselves with others and feeling that
falls into the hole,
lagging behind their peers. Text messaging, by far the most popular form of digital communication, could be creating a barrier to authentic connection. And perhaps unsurprisingly, some people who felt lonely also exhibited addictive personalities, in this case to streaming videos that kept them indoors. I'm
addictive.
Pause. You know what's funny about reading this article so far? It's only mentioned like Instagram and this vague idea of technology and tech. It's not even mentioning X, the everything app, formerly Twitter.
Jesus.
You know, I find that interesting.
The Terminator app.
This article about the dangers of social media fails to even address the Elon Musk app.
Would you quit Twitter?
Would I quit?
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, I only ever use it to try and gain like traction or have a following to get people interested in other things I'm doing, and
sorry.
Is it like I don't really like the attention on Twitter. Like it's not, if I have a tweet that goes viral,
right.
It's like, great. I hope that some of these people go check out my podcast. But it's not like something I really find joy in using. So if I had enough of a following on like YouTube or whatever, I would scarcely use Twitter. Like it would.
Well, I'm gonna be real. I think we fucked up. I think that the optimal social media that humans should like be allowed is like MySpace with no more than like 500 friends, or like Facebook with like no more than like 150 friends. Like there's
They gamified it all. They monetized everything.
Right.
They made it like a whole fucking business.
Fair.
So it's now there's all these apps are now just like different scams basically. Like fucking Twitter. Like Twitter.
Just give me Friendster back.
Yeah, like Twitter now is just one giant fucking.
Well, how many friends would Joe Rogan have immediately? If you're like, how many people wanted to be Joe Rogan's friend? It would be 500,000.
Well, he said there was only 200 of them, so or however many. So.
But like Twitter now is being run like almost like a crypto scam or get rich quick scheme, where he's telling people to like pay for this monthly subscription.
So Twitter rules right now, dude.
Twitter it's nice how chaotic it is. That is fun.
Well,
it's great that Moodang has taken over Twitter, and I hope Moodang 2024.
It's cute as fuck. Moodang is cute as fuck.
Like I
Moodang.
Like here's the thing.
Shout out Sumo Dog.
And
Moodang.
X, the everything app, formerly Twitter, the premium thing on there. I do pay $11 a month for that. But
right.
I make like every 2 weeks I get a deposit for like $25. So
you're complaining about the monetization. The thing is like he bought that for an impossible amount of money, so he's got to recoup it somewhere. Yeah. That's not a defense, but he does.
What gets me is like when someone wants to.
Let's not fight against the X argument here.
What gets me though is somebody. Listen, Drew, hold on. What gets me is one of these dipshits who gets mad at me and wants to tell me what a big fat gross loser I am. Comments on one of my posts and I see a blue check by their name. That means they're paying for the fucking Twitter premium thing, right? So I click on the profile. Like I have a profile big enough that I can at least make some money on that. When I click on someone's profile and they've only got like 300, 400, 500 followers,
they got that check though.
I'm always just like, well, you're just giving this guy your money for nothing. You're not getting. There's no way that you're getting enough engagement.
Well, they got little features, don't you? I don't use it, but don't you get like little features and shit?
No.
I'm close to that many followers just in bots and real users.
Yeah, and there's so many bots. Like this last week, I've lost like.
Dude, I've assembled bots, and I'm like now 120 users followers more than I was. I'm like, dude, I'm like 500 now. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
who knows how many? Sorry. Sorry,
I wonder about that because this last week I've lost like 100 followers, and I wonder like how much of that is just people pissed off about shit that I've been saying. How much of that is a bot purge? So there's so many fucking bots that I feel like most of my engagement is inflated by just like pussy and bio accounts.
By the way, I'm a botfly observer. I've seen a botfly pulled from a man's head.
I do watch those videos from time to time, yes.
You know, I would actually.
I've seen it live. I actually did it live. Watched the botfly shoot across the room. It was fucking insane. Botflies
aren't those like super big or something like that?
Yeah, they are. It's really disgusting.
They're very disgusting. They're about the size of like your thumb.
It's like a fucking Dark Souls enemy.
Shoots out, dude. The one, 4 of them we got out nicely with tweezers. The one shot out the guy's head because the pressure, because the way they're shaped. I guess it's fucking dude, botflies. Look at the botflies, guys.
So is that a southern thing, or are they on the East Coast, or what?
No,
I'm in California, and I lived with some fucking faggot hippie who went to South America, where you get botflies.
Wow.
And
South America,
the hippie comes back up to California to trim weed and do whatever he manage, whatever. do you not watch this podcast often?
I never heard y'all talk. Wait, which? I never heard anybody talk about botflies.
We've never talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, have we not?
Sure. It might have been, maybe.
Anyway, I don't know. There's probably no point. Anyway, that's just a little preview of. So I'm gonna be. I guess I'll.
Hey, what are you gonna try to be more like Destiny or Rogan?
Who do I trust more?
Science talk.
Honestly, between those two, between Destiny or Rogan, I would pick Rogan. To be honest with you.
Tell me why.
Why?
Because Rogan goes by his real name and he's not a faggot.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, okay, 2 solid.
Sorry, Dalton, I had to answer for you. That was just.
I mean, Rogan at least seems to be capable of keeping his emotions in check, and he doesn't seem as like malicious.
But I will say this. I mean, look, I like Rogan a little bit. Like I like him as like like some of the pods or whatever. But this dude just be saying shit and just like Jamie, and Jamie will be like, "Oh, actually, it's not." You know what I mean? And that just happened like 400 fucking times.
But you just put him against a man who calls himself Destiny.
Well, no, well, check it out. I wasn't comparing them in that moment. I wasn't. Sorry, go ahead. No, I wasn't comparing them in that moment. I'm just saying, like, the thing that I noticed is like,
no, but you did. You said him versus him.
If I was comparing them, I would have said, but Destiny doesn't do that, and that's not even that's not the point I was going for. I was just saying, Rogan he is unabashed.
Okay, we'll put Rogan against somebody else. Put Rogan against somebody else, and then I'll make another roast joke about that faggot.
I don't want to.
By the way, Rogan's a faggot too.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're both faggots.
Let's roast them all. Let's keep going. Who's the next guy?
Oh God, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get under your skin.
Destiny, really, dude? The guy who doesn't even go by a name. He says he's a thing that could happen.
I feel like by me bringing up Destiny, you think that like I'm like a mega fan or something like that. I'm not trying to die on this. Like I just
hate anybody who goes by a thing who's not their name. That's crazy, dude. I'm Drew Huntley in the chat, dude. Go by your real name, dog. Stand by your shit. Be yourself, dog.
That's a fair point.
What the fuck, Destiny? What the fuck, dude? Now you already made me mad.
I feel like you only know his name.
calling yourself some shit. I already know his name.
Mr. Bellini, you are.
Oh yeah, Mr. Borelli.
You are a fucking idiot.
That shit was hard to watch. That was boring as fuck to watch. But I like the highlights of that shit.
The whole fucking thing was really boring.
Yeah.
But the clips were great.
Right.
I like how everybody else is blacked out too.
Yeah, it's like I'm talking to just darkness.
Sorry. Well, I am.
Well, not just you, PJ. Everybody. Yeah.
Also me too. I'm like in the shadows.
There he goes.
I was reminded. Hold on.
Will we get Rafa? Where's Rags at?
So Dalton, you say you're gonna try to be like more like Rogan. So are you gonna like take over a city in Texas and like what city you got your eye on? Or are you just gonna take over Austin?
Denton.
Okay.
Going back to Denton, baby, my college town.
Turn up.
Sleepy Town Gorilla Museum.
So is there BLM land by Possum Creek?
Is there what?
Actual BLM land by Possum Creek? Bureau of Land Management. Do you have that out there in Texas?
I feel like this is what a BPD girl listens to.
No, this is pussy drying music. There's no girls.
This is what they listen to when they're in a depressive mode.
I don't think girls listen to this.
Yeah, definitely not.
Kind of digging it though.
This is the music that plays inside of people's heads in an asylum.
Oh yeah.
Dream now the impossible dream of a math professor.
Okay, that was kind of cool. I can see a girl listening to this.
I don't think any girls would listen to this.
I mean, maybe not. Like their boyfriend would have to introduce whoever they're fucking has to introduce it to them. But I can see.
Yeah.
I definitely see myself working out to this music.
I can see that.
And let us never forget that the human race, with technology, is like an alcoholic with a barrel of wine.
Wow, we bring it all the way back.
There we go.
We brought it all the way back.
Oh wow. He really went there.
Alright, that's like 11 minutes long.
Oh damn,
Anyway.
that's crazy.
I just remembered that line was in a song, and I found the song.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Yeah, it brought it all the way back.
Mm-hmm. All right. We should probably wrap this up.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Oh hey, final thoughts. What do you guys think about Robert Kennedy?
Are you talking about the guy that talks like this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still worried about Robert Gibson. R.I.P.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Robert Gibson.
Shout out my man. Worried about that nigga.
Alright, God damn it.
No.
I can't fucking monetize my shit if you keep doing that.
Oh shit.
Sorry,
Oh my bad.
I did a soft A, but My N word. Robert Gibb N word, son.
Hey, don't worry, man. I'll get you a card all laminated for you.
I really am worried. I wonder what.
I gave him my information.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an N-word pass. It's gonna be laminated.
I texted him like 2 months ago, and I was like, "Yo, what's going? Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm just been like really busy." I was like, "All right, as long as you're like, no matter what,
doing something with my information."
I have not heard from him since then.
Damn. He looked kind of funny. He looked kind of like that gay dude off of The Sopranos, didn't he? Am I wrong?
Like Vito?
Yeah. The fat dude. But anyways,
you look like Fat Vito.
Yeah, he looked Vito-esque.
I don't know, man.
But anyways, thanks for having me on, dude. It was nice kicking it with y'all.
Yeah,
Drew, you're still the shit, man. Ronan, you were kind of boring. Maybe I didn't see you talking, but what's up? It was nice seeing you. No, you're cool, bro. You're cool, bro.
Shout out Ronan. Hey, Ronan. Shout out Ronan.
Shout out Ronan. It was nice kicking it with y'all. Peace out, y'all.
Peace, guys.
Shout out. Hey, by the way, shout out Katie's friend's. Oh, wait, was it Katie's friend's husband? I hope that guy gets laid, dude. Let's pray on that guy. Katie's friend's husband. That bitch won't fuck him because some sexual abuse shit when she was young. Let's pray on him to get some pussy soon.
Drew, you want to answer that? Hey, Hachi, Keeler and Fizz Hachi Mishma gave me $2. We doing the chug battle in a few weeks, Drew? You doing the chug battle?
I'll do a chug battle. This beer's like halfway down. I'll do a chug battle, dude. Anytime.
God damn,
dude, we're going to Skanks Fest. We're challenging Chris Vega, dude. You want to come with me, Hachi? I already got Chris Vega on a Skanks Fest challenge, dude. Let's go.
All right,
bump
Drew,
for bump, beer for beer.
You're very drunk. All right, thank you, Drew. Thank you, Ronan. I'm removing you both now. Thank you, Drew Florence.
Love you, Dalton.
Love you, Drew. Good night. Good night. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. What an episode. Sal and I will be back for the Patreon this week, or we'll do something for the Patreon. Even if it's just me, if I have to. So that's patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. And then what else? And then obviously the Crowder Boys will be streaming Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's on the youtube.com/@the-Crowder-Boys, the show I do with Robbie Goo and Crackamico. Thank you again to Drew, Florentine. Thank you, Ronan. Thank you, PJ, for hopping in. Thanks again to Sarah Summerlin for that. Remember when she was on the show, that first hour? That was good. Shout out to Sal, my co-host. And that's it for this episode of Corn Fed. And stay tuned for whatever else I'm going to be doing. I love you, and please be safe, everybody. Blessings be upon you.